On the heels of the UH football team's quality win Saturday night, 38-31 over Nevada, WAC Offensive Player of the Week honors today for Warriors quarterback Greg Alexander. Hawaii Jr. started the second half, finished 17 of 25, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, including this 24-yard game winner to Malcolm Lane with 20 seconds to play.
I was really impressed with his temperament and his ability. When we got him in, we thought that he would throw well because he was getting reps last week. But he did it in a game. So now you get trust.
Max says he'll continue platooning quarterbacks, pairing Alexander and Inoki Funaki, who also threw for a score versus the Wolfpack.
We want to run the run and shoot, but being most of my career on the defensive side of the ball, I know how much problem that causes another team to have to get ready for a mobile quarterback and the run and shoot. I sort of like the situation right now. We can change it at any time when we choose to. Right now, I think it's fitting in pretty good.
McMacken had high praise for his Warriors' improvement on punt and kickoff return, plus kickoff coverage. Ryan Moton will continue to go both ways, and Tim Grasso placed 3 punts inside the 5-yard line. Now, critical fans claim clock management was huge, a big concern in the final minute of the game. To that, well, here's Coach Mack.
Just tell them when they get their own team, then they can call the timeouts whenever they want to call them. Okay?
Next 2 WAC battles on the road for the Warriors. Utah State this week, New Mexico State next week.
Forget quarterback controversy. Hawaii is just moving on with a quarterback platoon. And for backup Greg Alexander, his game-winning heroics in UH's 38-31 victory over Nevada has earned him WAC Offensive Player of the Week honors.
I really liked how he handled the pressure at the end of the ball game. You know, looking right into a guy's eyes. That's why I've always coached on the sideline, as you know their emotion. He was a cool guy on the sideline. I was really impressed with his temperament and his ability.
Alexander came off the bench actually after the hugs came in the second half. JZ transfer was 17 of 22 for 205 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns in the fourth, including that game winner right there, 24-yarder to Malcolm Lane with 20 seconds left. Alexander also led the Warriors with 21 yards rushing. It's quite a finish for a guy whose opportunity came in a game-time decision. Alexander has played in 3 games now after a season opening start at Florida.
When we got him in, we thought that he would throw well because he was getting reps last week. But he did it in a game. So now you get trust, and now I wouldn't be afraid to play him at any time.
His game-winning performance got some WAC rec today. The Western Athletic Conference named UH quarterback Greg Alexander the Conference Offensive Player of the Week. The junior came off the bench to start the second half of this past weekend's game against Nevada, and Alexander came through, going 17 of 22 for 205 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, opening the third quarter by marching the Warriors downfield, eating 5.5 minutes off the clock and getting a field goal out of it, and a 17-10 lead. He then threw a 16-yard touchdown pass to Michael Washington on the first play of the fourth quarter after another 5.5-minute drive, and finally a 24-yard game winner to Malcolm Lane with 20 seconds remaining in the game to give Hawaii the 38-31 victory over the Wolfpack. Alexander also led the Warriors in rushing with 9 carries for 21 yards and his first career WAC award. So the talk around the water cooler has been, will Max start Alexander or will he platoon a couple of quarterbacks like he did this past weekend? He answered those questions today in his weekly press conference.
I know how much problem that causes another team to have to get ready for a mobile quarterback and the run and shoot. So we're always going to have that in our package as long as Inoki's here. You know, you don't get a guy like that every day. So we haven't talked who's starting. I think Greg Alexander showed that he can run the run and shoot, and he's a winner. I really liked how he handled the pressure at the end of the ball game. I believe you play your best player, keep guys fresh, and that comes from maybe my defensive background. But if you have something that's going to cause people problems and it doesn't foul up your rhythm, you know, why not?
Warriors are on the road now for the next 10 days and 2 games, headed to Logan, Utah to face the Aggies this week. They'll stay on the road and go to Las Cruces to face the New Mexico State Aggies on November 8th.